Hey guys, welcome back to Broke Boys Armory. Have any of you guys ever had like maybe a build in the back of your mind and then just so happen to come across the very gun that would be perfect for that build? Well, I have. So, a little story time here, and I'll make it quick. So, I went to my local gun shop recently. I was planning on buying a Holosun 510C Elite, the green model, because they had one used for 200 bucks. So, I plan to go up there, grab that, and then go mount that on one of my other guns, and then do a different video. But I have been thinking it'd be nice to do a lethal slash non-lethal build. So as I was there, I decided, let me just get myself in trouble and look through what they got in the used inventory. And lo and behold, they had a Mossberge 500 with the 8-round tube, 20-inch barrel for 199 bucks. So I figured I'm going to go ahead and get that instead because I want a new gun over a sight. That's perfectly logical, right? Start another build before we finish one. So let's get into it. I'm going to go ahead and show you the finished product for those who don't want to stay for the entire build video. But this is what we got. And we'll be taking this out here shortly, probably this weekend. So you'll probably see a part 2 on this and how for performance-wise and everything. But real quick, we just got a 8-round shell card. We just got a Skywoods T3 or Focus T3 is some Chinese light that I got for super cheap, and I'm kind of testing it out right now. Magpul 4N that I bought from Amazon. This is the refurbished one, so it only cost me $23 plus taxes and all. I went ahead and painted that front sight with an acrylic nail polish that is super hard and has like a nice gloss to it, like a glossy finish, so it catches light really well. And that's it. Obviously, I have my cheap Cadwell sling. I added the sling mount to the front that I took off my Shockwave. Took this one out there and I put it on here since I really didn't need it on there. And then obviously just tied some paracord and I put a Cadwell swing on there sling on there just for, your sling is your holster for your long gun. But that's it. That's your real quick overview, and let's just get into the build video. Alright guys, so I'm not going to bore you with the install. I'm just going to go ahead and show you the stuff. I've got an M-Lock handguard here. I'm going to go ahead and throw on. I've got my Velcro strips, which are going to house my Elite Spankers. I really like these for, what they cost and what they are. You can get bundle packs now. I don't know if they're actually under the Elite Spanker brand anymore, but I bought a whole bunch of these for like 10 bucks. Each color. FDE, green, black. I think it was 6 of them total. And those are 8-round cards, I believe. So I got those. I've got some yellow nail polish here to go ahead and paint that front sight, as well as a Picatinny rail. That's M-Lock to go ahead and throw on the handguard. And then last but not least, I have a light that I have been testing out. And I'm going to see if it holds up to 12 gauge. Holds up to 9mm just fine, but this is a Skywoods, I think it's called Skywoods, right? Yeah, Skywoods Focus T3. This is like a TLR1 knockoff. I got it for super cheap, but I kind of want to see how this holds up. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all this stuff on here, and I'll see you guys in a moment. Alright guys, so we're back. And, just like at the beginning of the video, you can see the complete build. So I want to dive a little bit more into kind of what made me think of this and why I wanted this. So basically, I see a lot of guys do non-lethal builds, but they're usually standard like 5 rounds, or there's nothing combining the lethal but non-lethal aspect. Usually when it's just a shotgun used for non-lethal, it is dedicated just for that. I kind of wanted a different take. I wanted the ability to cycle between lethal and non-lethal very quickly. I wanted the ability to carry extra ammo, and I wanted to do it on a budget. Look, this thing costs me I believe $260 to build, maybe $250, a little bit lower, between $250 and $260 to build, with the firearm, with everything involved. And I feel like I got a really reliable and a purpose, not a purpose driven, but like a really good setup that it's going to work really well for the purpose that I need it to work for. And this might just be an example of something that you guys might want to build. Maybe it's not non-lethal or lethal. Maybe it's just like you want to get into build something, you want a project gun, and this video is kind of like, hey, for $250 sub $300 you can put together something that's, pretty fun, but above all is going to work and work really well. You don't need to have a whole lot of money. You don't need to get a Beretta, A300 or 1301 or an M4, an M4, M2, things like that. You can get the job done with just $250, $300 and be effective with it and have plenty of capacity to go along with it. 9 rounds of 12 gauge is nothing to shy around from, and then you have another extra 8 rounds on the side. I mean, you're talking about, what is that, 17 rounds of 12 on hand, on tap. So it's a pretty capable platform. But if you're looking for just a little project, looking to maybe you want to get into like making one of the firearms your own or doing a little project, I highly recommend starting at like 12 gauges, especially these Mossberge 500s, Maverick 88s, something that you can get into on the cheaper end, and it doesn't cost all that much to really deck it out and make it, yours, personalize it. But that's all I got in today's video, guys. We'll do a part 2. I'm going to bring this out to the range. We'll get some loads through it, get some of those non-lethal loads through it, make sure they function, cycle, maybe do a couple practice runs of cycling out the non-lethal and switching to lethal and see how long it takes. But that's all I got for it today, guys. Hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you in the next one.